Hello and welcome to Heroes of History, and this time with another Let's Test Heroes. This time Montezuma I here, and as you can see he's level 90 and he got a great bunch of attack and compared to defense, and also a lot of hit points. That's the reason for him to have this much. We'll get to that a bit in a moment. Let's see here in this one here what it looks like. And well, it actually looks pretty nice. You see, it's 66 hits per minute. That's because of the bonuses I have added to him. And well, we can see that when we hit equipment. Now, his ability, I haven't, as usual, moved him up to level 5. And well, I have no mastery points. I just used them before deciding to make this video. But I guess we can imagine putting another 100% damage to him. Because, well, I have used some time on giving him some equipment to make him more comparable to the rest of the team. And as you can see here, it gives him 2000 more power, 140 extra attack, and 79 defense, 2305 extra hit points, so effectively putting him past 15,000. That's very good. And making his initial charge faster. More base damage, also a lot extra there, 6 extra hits per minute, and crit chance a bit higher. That was, well, not delivered, and a little extra heal taken because of the sets. As you can see here, the set this one gives 5 hit points extra. That was available. I have a lot of those Jackal pendants because of the present event, the newbies, and that gives him an extra 10% of hit points and heal taken the 5 points. So let's go back here again, and I gave him a relic because, well, I had one available, and the canopic jar gives him also some rebound. If he dies, he gets alive again with 7% of his hit points, and well, lives a little longer, gives extra attack and defense too. And well, his awakeness, well, he's only 1. He can get 7.5% attack for 1, and he gets faster using his ability, which is cool if you could get him there. Even more attack, some crit damage, a lot extra there, that's good. And a more attack here, so that's almost 50% extra attack. So he'll be pretty cruel if you meet him in battle. So, well, shouldn't we just test him here on the campaign map? So let's zoom out here, jump into province 31, take this battle here and continue. So let's set up the heroes. Oh, that's from something else. Let's clear up. Now I choose to set them up this way because, well, Montezuma draws in enemy heroes into him, and if we can effectively all get them here, so Cleopatra can control them, that would be great. And we need some well, close combat units that can actually fight in the center of everything. Otherwise it doesn't make much sense to pull them in together. So I have no ranged heroes here. Let's see how it works out. Because the problem with the ranged heroes, well, if I move him into the center here and wants to shoot of him for the furthest away, it's a completely different hero we're shooting at, and that's not necessarily a good thing, especially not as using Sin here can hit anyone, no matter the range. It just targets the weakest units first, so we need a bit of everything here. So I think he's a very great support for him, because he can target the further away unit, but he targets the weakest first, so we can actually get some kills in every time he shoots, and it's not as random as if it was Robin Hood. Now let's see here in the first battle how that went, and yes, well, oh, very good Montezuma. So a good start, but he also flails himself into the center of battle, which might not necessarily be good. But we can correct that with a taunt hero if we want to make it even better. So, well, for the sake of the test, we'll keep with this team and see how it goes. as you can see here, once again, and let's just go through it. And as you can see, it's a bit faster than the other two close combats, so that's why he attracts more damage. But oh, that was, well, a straight kill in the first row, and those two fighting each other. Well, it's a great help for us. And then we have Sin just, well, tearing the enemy apart. So actually pretty neat as it is right now. A well-functioning team, even though we could do something to improve more. But arena-wise, I wouldn't put in a Sun Tzu, but here to take out the low and mediocre units, I kind of need an area damager. So let's look at the battle stats once again, and there we go. Let's move on to the next battle. Get out this one, continue. Come on. Bit slow today, and out of this province into province 33 here, and take this one out, continue, and let's see here. Well, there's a lot of heroes we want to take down pretty quickly. Well, let's see how they fare, because some of them have a bit of issue with the, well, survivability, I would say. Okay, that's a good kill there. Now, this is gonna be hurtful for Cleopatra if someone doesn't die soonish. Oh, we survive. That's a good one. We'll survive to the second round and probably do well there too. So now we need some healing, but there's not a lot of units here that can actually kill us. So, oh, nice one, Sin. So these units here fighting each other, and only these few here really fighting back. Well, that's an easy win. Let's see what the battle stats says here, because now they are dead. There we go, and oh, that looks good. Sun Tzu here is really doing a great job, so, well, but it is also supported with a great team here, so let's see if we can keep it up in the next battle. It's as I remember, it's a particularly hard one that we only for the first time got a 3-star, well, at least in my account, and with this level 90 only team. So let's see if we can get them taking the right choices here, because there's a lot of heroes here that can actually be potentially devastating to us if we don't handle them early on. Taking control of a couple here sure helps a lot, and we're already 2 heroes down. The problem here will well, be Queen Boudica here. Can we keep... Oh, this is gonna be tough keeping the right ones alive. We'll soon need some more to die. Oh, that was one. Can we take... Oh, we just need to take out the rest of all those ordinary units, and we can also make this one a 3-star for the second time. So it's not a bad setup I have devised here. Montezuma actually does great replacing Robin Hood, because he, well, drags in the opponent. So let's look at the battle stats once more. Now let's go to the last one, and, well, the hardest of them all, and see if we can manage that last battle. There we go, out of this province into province 35, and battle number 8 here. We're up against, well, a pretty strong team. Now, the issue here will be that he will usually go for the weaklings outside of the center, so we actually need some heroes that can literally take them out 1, 2, 3 from the side here, and, well, we don't really have that. So it's a bit of an issue with all those Robin Hoods here, and especially as, well, Sin doesn't kill any of them either, and them shooting twice really hurts our units. As you can see, the Nidocris dies well from the poison, and only there we get out the second one. So it's not, well, it's not an effective team to deal with this kind of battle, but that's really hard to set up to deal with in a test like this. So it's not the optimal setup here, and well, we'll probably not really reach that with this kind of testing, because this will require a completely different line of units. So, but let's see the battle stats and make a conclusion of this test. Now let's finally see how Montezuma compared to Robin Hood. As you can see here, well, they give some more damage to Yuuzhan Sin. Well, he's good at following up on Montezuma's damages. Sun Tzu also took extra damage, and Montezuma, well, he didn't do as much damage on Robin Hood, but mind that Robin Hood, if I don't remember wrong, has awakened 4 or 5 times in my case, so he should be significantly stronger. But apart from that, well, most others did the extra damage that Montezuma didn't give. If we look at the other stats here, less average damage to Yuuzhan Sin, to Sun Tzu, and well, Montezuma obviously takes it because, well, Robin Hood is not the frontline runner. He doesn't go into close combat, so they are not really compatible in that way, though their ability targets the back row enemy units. Well, in that case, they could be a good combo too, if you need to take out this kind of battle as the last one, because they can pick them off from one side and over, and combined with someone like Queen Boudica, you could be dealing pretty great with that setup. Nidris got some more damage. Well, we put her in the front row too, and as you can see here, she also did more average healing. But looking at the last battle, that really could redefine which one to use. Well, she dies pretty early and doesn't make much difference here. So I would say that well, Montezuma I is definitely worth leveling up, and if I get him awoken a bit extra, he would definitely be at least as good as Robin Hood, and well, he fires his ability way earlier and makes a quicker impact on the battlefield, which is awesome. So it's a big recommendation to using Montezuma I if you ask me. Now I'll say thank you for watching this video. Until next time.